Oh, these times are hard. Yeah, they're making us crazy. Don't give up on me, baby. Oh, these times are hard. Yeah, they're making us crazy. Don't give up on me, baby. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another vlog. As I'm recording this voiceover, I don't really know what's in this vlog yet, but in this footage, this was supposed to be a separate draw with me video. But halfway through the process, I was losing a lot of energy and I didn't feel like finishing this spread the same way I started it. I started with gouache and finished it with fine liners instead. These were suggestions from my followers on Instagram, and yeah, I thought I'd show you here because I am not planning on making this a separate draw with me video anymore. Hello, it's Friday now. I'm currently rendering a draw with me video with these brush pens. Yeah, brush pens. Yeah, I'm currently rendering that video, which I hope I can upload tonight or tomorrow morning. I've been feeling pretty lazy with my art lately, and by lazy I mean I'm finding it a hassle to take out my paints. So I've resorted to markers and brush pens for the time being because they don't need water and I don't have to get extra other tools. But I'm sure I'll be back into using my paints in no time. This may just be a phase that I have to ride out. Usually these phases go away once I admit out loud that I'm going through it. Anyway, by the time you see this video, it's probably May already, and I wanna share with you some plans I have for May. I mentioned in my goals video in the start of January that I'm planning to open a Patreon. I'm planning to open that in June, so this May I want to finalize my tiers and make logos for those tiers. Also, I want to plan out Instagram posts for the Patreon launch, sort of like marketing. And I also want to do a big shop update in June. I want to design 3 new sticker sheets, at least 3 new sticker sheets, and I want to do a wooden pin. Yeah, so that's gonna be exciting. Hello. I thought I'd give you a little paint and chat so we can catch up while this time lapse is running. I painted this last Monday, May 10. I didn't take vlog footage for I think a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks before Mother's Day, which was last weekend. Yeah, I've been coping up with a little art slump, and I say art slump because I don't really classify this as an art block because I have been drawing and painting. It's just that most of what I was creating were things I don't want to show because I'm not really happy with them. But I think I'm nearing the end of the tunnel and the slump is over, hence this painting. It's still early May, so I figure I could catch up with Mermaid. I'll flash the prompt list I'm using on the screen in case you were curious. Other than the art slump, nothing particularly interesting happened over the last 2 weeks. During that, I was experimenting with different mediums. I was feeling a little off about what I was making. I'm not really sure why, but I think I wanted to take shortcuts to making art. By shortcuts, I mean ways to make art faster. I kept thinking my development was a little slow and I blamed it on the medium I was using. It annoyed me that painting takes me so long, and to me, it slowed me down in terms of developing my style. Specifically, I got annoyed at lining my art with paint because to me, this was a very tedious process that required a decent amount of concentration and precision. So I countered it by using fine liners on paintings. It didn't really give me the look I wanted, so I switched to coloring with markers. Somehow I convinced myself to use fine liners for the last couple of weeks because it was easy to use, and I actually really like markers. They're pretty convenient, especially if you're just making quick sketches. They're not light fast though and can be very expensive, but I had a decent amount of colors already and I thought I'd just go with the flow. The result was cute, but my overthinking brain had too many questions about the medium, like how can I sell originals if they're not light fast? How will I paint landscapes with these? How do I convey depth? What about buildings? What if I don't have the right colors? So, over the next few days, I sort of forced myself to make art jumping from one medium to the next. The past 2 weeks was a roller coaster of watercolors, gouache, and markers. For some reason, I didn't want to touch my acrylic gouache, and I know this is sounding so dramatic. Anyway, long story short, I had 2 weeks of making art I wasn't happy with and avoiding a medium that I thought slowed my development. But in the end, I realized I miss acrylic gouache and I don't care if it takes me hours to complete a single drawing because I love the medium. Yeah, thank you for sitting through all that overly dramatic chatting. But I wanted to share my thoughts and I hope you don't mind the rambling. Okay, moving on. I want to share with you a few shows I finished watching. I finished Salvation over the last weekend. No, I think it was a week ago I finished it. And I gotta say, it was very disappointing. I was expecting it to be sci fi heavy, but it was more drama than sci fi, which annoyed me so much that I actually stopped watching it for a week. And then I realized I only had a few episodes left, so I finished that. It just ran in the background because I was becoming very uninterested with it. I've also watched Shadow and Bone, and let me tell you, there are plenty of good looking men in that series. So much eye candy. The series is pretty good, and I really like fantasy and humans with superpowers. It reminded me a little of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, not the movie, because the movie flat out sucked. Anyway, yeah, Shadow and Bone, highly recommend. I also finished Jupiter's Legacy, which just came out, and it was in my recommended list, so I watched that. It's pretty good. Um, it's a different take on the superhero genre, which I really like. Ever since Marvel came out with their movies, I really like the superhero genre. Actually, I was already watching superhero cartoons in the past, so I think this isn't a surprise. A few weeks ago, I tried streaming on Twitch. Yeah, just to see if my internet can handle it. I actually streamed 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. First one was I used our home internet, which was very unstable and it was so annoying. The second one, I used my phone data, which was really bad. I think I used it midday. I know for a fact that if I use my phone data on uh, early morning or late at night, it is faster. So on the third try, I used my phone data early in the morning and it was actually quite good, but I'm using a very bad webcam. So I'm looking into investing in a good webcam, but I want to see if people would be interested in watching me stream because yeah, it's a little different when you upload videos because you're not really interacting real time with people, and thinking about interacting with people real time is making me a little nervous. Hello, it's Thursday. I want to show you a painting I did for Mermaid. Here is one. This is the prompt for this one is summer, and this one is autumn. Uh, I'm burning through sketchbooks very quickly right now. I actually started this sketchbook in January, but I stopped because I wanted to fill the a previous sketchbook that I did a sketchbook tour on. So far, I'm already over halfway on this sketchbook. I want to show you a few rough sketches I did. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry for this page. It's so icky and messy. I think I mentioned earlier in this vlog that I am preparing for a Patreon launch this June. So I sketched out a couple of tier images. I wanted my tiers to be word alliterations because they sound kind of fun. I will only have 2 tiers. So my first tier is called Coffee Crew. At first I thought it would just be a coffee mug with coffee in it, but it's too boring. So here is the sketch for Coffee Crew tier, and the second tier is Sketchbook Squad, which is this one. I like that I'm keeping in the theme of this liquid magic liquid thing, galaxy something. I basically this like space slash magic goo coming out. Here is what I have so far for the tier rewards. I haven't finalized these, but so far I'm really liking what I have. Uh, yeah, so if you're interested in supporting me in this platform in the future, I will be updating you over on Instagram and also discussing. I will also be posting a lot more in detail there, but I will probably be posting a video about Patreon when I launch. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Um, I think they're called cicadas.
Cicada.
Um, they're these insects that make really loud noises and they live on the trees. So, yeah, I can't really stop that. Anyway, there's a bunch of sketches I want to show you. I had the urge to revisit a previous style that I had a few years ago. It's a style I really like and I want to improve on. I'll flash a couple of works on screen so you know which style I mean. I want to steer out of the cute illustration for a bit. I think I was afraid of doing that because a lot of people like cute things, and this increases the likelihood of my account growing. But this is a direction I want to explore right now. Uh, yeah, it's more of a anime slash realistic style. Yeah, it's less cartoony than my current style, and I kind of wanna explore that. Also, I think at the start of the Also, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the vlog that I want to design wood pins. I did a couple of sketches of that as well. This one is a study of Sibylline's painting. I just copied the pose because I wanted to understand how to pose characters this way. Here's a couple more referenced from Pinterest. Yeah, so the wooden pins. I sketched these this morning and I'm really liking the planet in a jar concept and this artist pencil thing. But this is like a very specific design that only fits certain people. So I'm not sure if I want to go with this one. I also like this skull planter, and I remember a few people telling me they like the skull planters on my current doodles with markers. So I want to refine these. These are very rough sketches, but I really like the direction that I'm going. So once I refine these, I might put up a poll on Instagram if my followers would be interested in the wooden pins, or I can make them into magnets.